Hãy để mỗi lần tắm là một lần chăm sóc cho làn da của bạn với sữa tắm cá ngựa Our Turmeric Perfume Shower Gel, một sản phẩm từ nước Đức, được chiết xuất từ các loài hoa thiên nhiên, nhiều loại vitamin và protein. Sữa tắm cá ngựa không chỉ làm sạch da mà còn dưỡng ẩm, mang lại một làn da mịn màng, căng tràn sức sống. Với hương nước hoa quý phái lưu lại suốt 24 giờ, sản phẩm từ thương hiệu Our Turmeric đã chinh phục hàng triệu người dùng tại châu Âu. Tại Sydney, sản phẩm hiện đang được bán tại siêu thị Nam Phương ở Cabramatta và siêu thị Cycle ở Cali Heights. Để làm đại lý phân phối, xin liên lạc đài VTA qua số 0452 067 535.
Có một loại nước mắm thuần khiết, sinh ra để làm nên sự khác biệt, gói trọn tinh hoa của biển cả, đánh thức hương vị đậm đà thượng hạng, đẳng cấp, sang trọng, là món quà tình thân ý nghĩa để luôn nhắc ta nhớ về cội nguồn. Nước mắm Hoàng gia, tinh hoa đất Việt.
Nước mắm Hoàng gia hiện nay đã có mặt tại tất cả các tiểu bang trên toàn quốc Úc Châu với 3 kích cỡ khác nhau, bao gồm 250ml, 500ml và 750ml. Tại Melbourne, nước mắm Hoàng gia đang được phân phối bởi công ty Oxford Foods và bán lẻ tại các siêu thị và nhà hàng. Mọi chi tiết xin liên lạc anh Tony Bùi 0481 177 996.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our Sunday show again with Viet TV Australia. I'm Anthony Nguyen.
I'm Ken Fan.
And guys, last week when we started speaking on this Iranian war, truth is there's just so much more that, we need to talk about because, when you look at the war and then you start to step out a little bit, this is my perspective anyway, yeah? I just want to make sure, guys, this is all personal opinions. There's, you fact check if you need to, but this is my personal opinion, Ken. The war, yes, the name was to take down a regime because of radicalness, right? But behind the scenes, this is what I'm seeing. USA captured Venezuelan leader. Venezuela happens to have one of the biggest oil reserves. Now, Israel and USA strike Iran.
Yep.
And Iran also happens to have one of the biggest oil reserves.
Oil reserve, yeah.
So, is this really just on the surface a war due to radicalness, or is there also an economic advantage that these countries are trying to push? So last week we touched on this, but I truly believe that wars also create a certain economy that the people don't see. Now, as a millennial, are you into conspiracies, by the way?
Yeah, I agree with you. Just explore the surface.
Yeah.
Then you see maybe this is the answer for the question.
Yeah.
What will happen?
Yeah.
Between Israel,
backed
by the US, I would
Yes.
say backed by US.
Yes.
If they're not backed by US, maybe it's not.
They wouldn't do it.
They won't do it.
Yeah.
They won't do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Because
backed
US
by US.
militarily is probably by far the strongest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's also this war I would say directed by Donald Trump, by the US.
Yeah.
All right. Back then, I don't know if you still remember the Cold War. The Cold War.
I've started a touch on it, but I don't know too much about it.
The very common term
Yeah.
in 1980s
Yes.
and even 1990s.
Yeah.
At that time, I was like, that a very big conflict between US and Russia. At that time, we call Soviet Union.
Yes.
Right? One was like capitalism. One is like
Communism.
socialism
Yeah.
or communism.
Yes.
Right. That I would say that the fight not about oil reserve or something, but about
Yes.
the mindset.
Yeah. Paradigms.
The
Yeah.
mindset. Yep.
Yeah.
So I just say you think of certain things different ways of mind.
That's right.
And then
Yeah.
we conflict. We
Yeah.
argue and then we fight.
Yeah.
Just for the truth.
Yeah.
It's not about economic reason, really, in the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
And then, Russia or Soviet Union at that time tried to build their, influence around the world too.
Yeah.
They got China very strong.
Yeah.
They got India as well. And they got
Vietnam.
many Vietnam.
Yeah.
Like Indochine country, like Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia,
Yeah.
right? Those countries. And they got very strong influence in Central Europe. and Central Asia.
Yeah.
On the other side, US and NATO members, like European countries.
Yes.
Right, and some of their allies in
Yes.
South America continent.
Yes.
And even Africa, some join US. Some
It's a
join,
split.
Yes, split.
That's right. Yeah.
So other time I would say the comparison of the two sides is 50-50,
Yes.
right? But over the time, people have seen that the capitalism side, the US and European side, they got stronger in economy.
Yeah.
Because they chose the right way.
Yeah.
They chose the right pathway.
Yeah.
To develop their countries.
Yeah.
Whereas the Soviet Union, communism,
Yeah.
they saw and experienced a downturn in economy.
Yeah.
And many European countries at that time quitted the ally with Russia.
Yeah.
And then the Soviet Union broke to many countries
Yeah.
independently. Like they declared, okay, we no more Soviet Union members anymore.
Yeah. Russian Republic now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That bring down socialism and communism
Yep.
allies,
Yep.
right? And that was stop the Cold War.
Yep.
And now America, the US leading the world now.
Yeah.
They're number one now.
Yeah.
All right. And then they feel very comfortable with that position.
Yeah.
The US is everywhere.
Yeah.
They look after everywhere. They control everything.
They control
also.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Militarily, they control everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then in 1990s and especially in 2000s, the rise of China.
Yes.
China learned the lesson from Soviet Union. They really building the economy.
Yeah.
They really focusing on developing
Yeah.
the
I
countries.
mean, they became the world's manufacturer.
Yeah. And soon they took over the number two of Japan
Yeah.
in terms of economy.
Yep. Economics. Yep.
Right. So they become number two now.
Yeah.
And basically what they learn is that if you want to win in the war, in the conflict, you have to be very economical, strong.
It's all about that, man.
Yeah.
Bullets
All
cost
about
money.
money. Yeah.
Bullets cost money. If you
Yeah.
want to win a war, you gotta have money.
Yep.
Period.
And
So,
there was Chinese smart.
Yeah.
And they're very good at doing things, making
Yeah.
things, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is one thing that, as me growing up, being a millennial, we love conspiracies, right?
Yeah.
I want to take you down this rabbit hole. Maybe true, maybe not. What do you think of the term, there are probably a handful of companies / families that really control the whole world behind the whole government, called the deep state. That's the term that people are using right now, right? Have you ever heard of companies named like BlackRock, Raytheon, Lockheed
Yeah.
Martin? Yeah.
Yep.
So these are the contractors for military weapons.
Weapon. Yep. Yep.
And they would fund anyone that buys weapons from them.
Yep.
Regardless if you're American, Iran, right? So war is an economy, as they say. Yeah. So, how do you feel about that? That there's, sometimes the president / prime minister don't even know the truth behind,
I know.
the whole deep state thing. Yeah.
And really, those people even control, world politics.
That's right. Yeah.
The leaders chosen by them.
Yes.
Of course, elections are everywhere.
Yeah.
But behind the scene, who's control the election?
Yes.
Who got really power and money?
Yeah.
Right. So I agree with you. Behind the scene is not what we're going to read in newspaper or listen.
Yeah. That's right.
On media. Right. That really secret.
Yeah.
Secret deal. We have secret deal.
Yeah. Of course.
As you can see, like after Cold War, people around the world think, okay, this is a good time for the world, to establish peace now. But after that, conflicts everywhere.
Yeah.
It's never stopped.
Yeah.
Right, even between European members. I don't know if you still remember the story of, Yugoslavia. They broke into many countries. Slovenia, Serbia,
Yeah.
Croatia.
Well, I think
Kosovo.
Yugoslavia doesn't even exist right now. Yeah.
Even we live in the modern world. We live in, European countries, and very proud to be very, I would say, high class, all right, in the world. But they're still fighting.
Yeah, that's right.
That really happened. Normally, we think the war is just about, like controlling resources or, like acquire as more resources as possible.
Yeah.
But it's not only about that. Sometimes it's that, like I would say, they fight because of race. They fight because of, different thoughts.
Even religion.
Religion,
Yeah.
There's a lot of things happen in the world.
Yeah.
It's not only about, like economic reason.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. Multiple reasons, yeah. And that's what, like, sometimes, for me anyway, like, growing up, quite atheist in my way of thinking. Yeah, like, I believe more in science than the whole metaphysical stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes I see religion separates.
Yeah.
It separates thinking, it separates way of life, and it causes tension, right? Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. More so than just economically, there's thinking, there's religion, there's socialism, there's communism way of thoughts. Yeah, so, look, man, for me, I just don't want wars to happen.
I know.
But now it seems like as this war drags out, we will firsthand be affected economically. And that's the reason why I like to bring this up. So if all these things go up, so my personal prediction as a real estate agent in Sydney is that I do believe that we may see a price drop in property in Sydney.
It's hard to say.
Hard to say.
It's hard to say, Remember after COVID,
Yes.
people think that the economy is going down now.
Yeah.
Because, like we don't have people, and then a lot of things happening in international logistics. Because we are really an island country, right? We are, far away from others, neighbors, right? So we had to import and export.
Yeah.
So outside, other time people think, okay, Australia will, experience downturn economic, but outside the property, it's gone up.
Yeah.
Last 5 years.
Yeah. So
after
from
COVID,
what I saw firsthand, so COVID happened twice in Sydney.
Yep.
One in 2020, and then the 3-month lockdown happened in 2021, right?
Yep.
So the first one, we did see a 20% decrease.
Decrease, yes.
Yeah. And then 2021, now the lucky thing with Australia is that I do believe we were a very wealthy country.
Yep.
Stimulus package came out. Can you imagine every person had $750 a week, whether for you to stay home?
Yeah, 1,500 a fortnight.
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So I think we were quite lucky to have two things work for us Australians that time, was that the interest rate was as low as it's ever been all time, 2 point something percent, or even I saw under 2% some places. And two, we had constant flow of income whether we worked or not, right? Through Centrelink, being an Australian, you get that. So I believe those two stimulus packages pushed the price back up during 2021, 22. Yeah. So, if that was, let's say, if some incident like a COVID or a big world war was to happen again, do you think we'll be able to sustain that type of,
That's a very good topic. Very interesting topic, Anthony. So we're talking about the side effect of the war.
Yes. Yeah.
What happened in, Middle East, in Iran. What the likelihood that happened, or impact Australian economy.
Yeah.
Also, straight away, you can see that the price is soaring up. Some commodity even hiking, in price. Yeah. Like petrol.
Yes.
Maybe food too.
Yes.
Yep. Some item of food like we import, especially, the air ticket to go to Europe. Yeah. Because like now many airlines cancel the flight. Right. That you can see that really what happening. Yeah. And a job prediction that like it's very negative impact to the Australian economy, and the Australian government will like cool down the inflation by like rising the inflation, the interest rate maybe. Yeah. And that really negatively affect the property market. However, just think, people around the world will see Australia as a very safe destination.
Yes.
More I would say, more wealth
Yeah.
inflow,
Yeah.
more investment. I would say more mobility of people in Asia.
Yeah.
They see, around the world now, it's only Australia as a safe
That's the
place.
safe place. Yes.
Maybe New Zealand, but New Zealand is too far.
Yeah.
And there's nothing much there, right? So maybe they chose Australia. The thing is, if the Anthony Albanese government see this opportunity to welcome more investment, to welcome more immigration, because so far they've seen under the political pressure,
Yeah.
they want to stop and reduce
Yes.
immigration
Yes.
because of domestic issues
Yes.
like housing market, like housing price is too much.
Yeah.
We don't have enough property for rent,
Yeah.
so that's why the rents have gone up.
Yeah.
So if they see, and if they compare, and if they value, and then they sum up everything to see the pros and cons. If pros and cons, then maybe they welcome more investment from overseas. I would say this is a very good opportunity.
Yeah.
In terms of geography,
Yeah.
geography
Yeah.
the analysis,
Yeah.
and then you see that Australia is a very good place,
Yeah.
to live in peace.
Yes. And that's the reason why I love talking to a master economist like Ken here, because he has insights that probably a normal person like myself wouldn't think of. So for me, I just see the negative impact of a war and how it can affect us as Australians, and give my personal opinion. But for you to dive one step or multiple steps deeper with immigration and all that, so it just to show that economy very well. So thank you for that insight. So what do you think for me, or give a tip for our viewer out there? What do you think they should prepare for if the war was to drag on?
Okay, so
Yeah.
you see that when the war happened, you see how fragile this world is. It's what happened in Middle East. Of course, it stopped in I would say in flight. Right, because many airlines stopped operating
Yeah.
their en route
Yeah.
to Europe.
Yeah.
You see that this one caused a chaos, a crisis, right? Then think about, what we're going to do as a nation, a very isolated nation, right? I'll say people have, a tendency to go back to their home. If you a Vietnamese background,
Yes.
you tend to, to do business with Vietnamese background people, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to Vietnam, you go to Asia, and or if you got Islamic background, you go to Middle East.
Yeah.
But things change now, right? You have to connect more. As a business, you have to connect more with the rest of the world, right? A lot of people out there never thought about Africa. They never thought about South Africa. They never thought of East Asia,
Yeah.
right? So I would say we need to be more global.
Yeah.
We need to be more international, really,
Yeah.
right? You travel there,
Yeah.
right? Understand how people live there,
Yeah.
and see. We need to explore more.
Yeah.
It's we need to get out of our comfort zone,
Yeah.
right? To explore about the world.
Yeah.
Really, I would say this is the advice, not from me, but from experts.
Yeah.
Not only to young people, but to Australian business too.
Yes.
Remember, years ago when China stopped import our product, like lobsters,
Yeah.
like wine, beef, lot of things. Then Australian business very active. They, went out there for Middle East, for India, for Vietnam, for Southeast Asia, and even for South America.
Yeah.
And the story of China, you see, China and South America is ends.
Yeah.
One is the Northeast, one is southwest.
Yeah.
But you know who the most and who the biggest meat supplier to China?
No, I don't know.
Brazil and Argentina.
Yeah.
Why?
So-
Why Chinese people can do it,
Yeah.
but Australian can't?
Mm.
Because we live in a very lucky country. Young people here, they enjoy the peace.
1,000%. I agree with that.
That they really enjoy their comfort zone here.
Yeah.
They don't go there to do business.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is the very useful
Yeah.
and helpful advice.
Yeah. So what Ken's saying is go global, guys. So what go global means is, you know, even for myself as a millennial, right? Like, I'm scared, man. The reason
Yeah,
why
you're
I haven't
scared.
been going
You're
international is
scared.
I'm
You feel
scared,
scared.
man. Like, I know,
You're
you
scared.
know, I've been told, like, let's be logical, right? If a war broke out, your real estate really doesn't mean nothing. You know, if a war actually broke out in your country, whatever portfolio of real estate you have will go down to zero. So you got to find ways to be more war-proof / what's Ken saying is that be international. So maybe have multiple homes, one in Sydney, one in, you know, another country. That's also a way of diversification, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so what else do you think? So besides going global, dealing with a broader range,
Yeah,
what can we do immediately right now to because the reason why I asked that, right? You see on the current affairs, people are worrying about this fuel price going up, so they're just lining up at petrol stations.
Yeah.
I know right now I've got a few friends who are stuck in Dubai.
Dubai, yeah.
Can't come home.
Yep.
Right? So, you know, I feel bad for them. Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, what can we do in a more immediate term, you think, that can help being in Australia, that can, you know,
Yeah.
just safeguard ourselves
yeah.
from this whole thing?
I would say, you know, like, people now really impacted by media.
Yes.
Really
Big time.
impacted. Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Right. So just calm down.
Yes.
And see. Right. Because, you know, I would say what happened in Middle East,
Yeah.
not really, I would say, not really directly affected Australia.
Yeah.
We luckily a bit far away.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like
But that's the thing with
10,000
media,
kilometers
though. I
away.
believe
Yeah,
you,
media,
man.
you know,
Yeah.
Right. So just calm down.
Yeah.
And then we still have a lot of opportunities
Yeah.
out there, you know,
Yeah.
especially in Southeast Asia, in
Yeah.
East Asia,
Yeah.
you know, with Africa, with South America.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe, you know, like, it's just like you want to travel.
Yeah.
You can't go. It's very hard for you to go to Europe now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the airlines en route to Europe,
Yeah.
they had to pass by Middle East.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard now.
Yeah.
Okay, so but there's lots of places over there for you to explore.
You can choose other places.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can choose other places.
Yeah.
And calm down.
Yeah.
And from my study, I would say, you think about Australian, you know, first settler here.
Yes.
They risk their life to come all the way along from Europe. Think about our ancestors here. They are more risky than us. They are more open to the world than us.
Yeah.
Even we live in the modern area.
More advanced. Yeah.
More advanced. We got a lot of advantage.
Yeah.
Right, but compared to our parents, our grandparents,
Yeah.
right, we are not risky anymore. So I don't encourage you to take risk,
Yeah.
but really think about our ancestors
Yeah.
who travel all the
They
way,
took that risk, right? Yeah.
right, who travel all the way along
Yeah.
to set up their lives here
Yeah.
from Europe,
Yeah.
and you know,
Or even our parents, Vietnam.
yeah,
from
Vietnam,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
please,
Yeah.
a lot of opportunities there around the world for you to explore.
Yeah.
Go out there to see.
Yeah. Thank you, Ken. So, guys, broader range in terms of your business, in terms of your investments. You know, it doesn't have to be just in one place. 2, if you're going to decide to travel to Europe or, you know, something that is going to be around the war stage, maybe pick another destination. And 3, probably the most important one that Ken's giving us is that just don't panic, okay? There's a long thing. We're far away from the war, so don't panic. Don't worry. Every Sunday, Ken and I will update you on these big current affairs and what we believe, our subjectiveness, we think you can do in order to help you and your family stay, you know, safeguarded.
Yeah.
Be war-proof in this economy. Yeah.
Right. And also what happened in Iran is like what happened in Iraq. or what happened in Libya or Lebanon.
Yeah.
So I would say over the time, maybe it take months, it take years,
Yeah.
but soon peace will be in place.
Thank you very much for tuning in for this week's Sunday show, and see you again next week.
Thank you.